Hey guys, welcome back. Today is a very special episode. We're going to be making quiche using herbs and farm fresh eggs right from my friend Greg's garden. So thank you, Greg. The first thing I'm going to do is take 2 cups of flour, as we need to make our pie crust. We're going to mix this with about a teaspoon of salt and a half cup of butter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chop the butter in. This is like a chipping method, but I'm actually chopping. Go figure, right? To this we're going to add a couple tablespoons of water and kind of keep chipping away until it forms a recognizable dough. It shouldn't be too wet, but you also don't want it to be crumbly, so just keep an eye on it. Once this is all formed, we're going to get it to the table to roll out. Now you want to kind of keep the butter in actual chunks. You don't want it to like blend in or melt. This is what's going to help make it flaky. So we're going to flour our surface and our dough, press it out, and then we're going to roll it. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a bottle of wine, vinegar in my case. But if you do have a rolling pin, it makes it much easier. You're going to want to flour your pin. And when you get it to the right length, we're going with 10 inches here, you're going to roll it over the pin and plop it right in that crust. With this, I'm just going to press it in with a fork on all ends, trim the excess, and then I'll end up weighing it down with another pie shell and half a bag of black beans, and I'm going to set it in the freezer for half an hour to prep it for baking. We'll blind bake that later for 15 minutes at 350 degrees. Next we're going to work on our honey. So we're going to take 1 bottle of raw unfiltered organic honey, and we're going to mix this with some lemon balm and lemon thyme that I picked this morning. You want to keep the flowers in there as well. Now, all these herbs I'm using came right from the garden this morning, so I am washing them heavily before use. The next thing we're going to do is prep our chutney. So we're going to take these heirloom tomatoes that I got. We're going to take about 6 of them. We're going to quarter those up and just set them aside for now. Once those are all cut, we can work on our garlic. Now Greg's got this nice black garlic. It's super strong, so I'm only going to use 1 bulb. If you're using like regular white garlic, you might want to do a bulb and a half. Now for this, you just kind of press it, peel the skins right off. You don't need to smash it with a knife, that's kind of old hack. And then we'll slice it really thin and get that ready for the pan. Once your garlic's all sliced, we're going to pull our herbs aside. So here I've got 1 bunch of fresh oregano as well as sage. And we're going to kind of pick these right off the stems and then just rough chop them. You don't want them too fine. We're going for kind of rustic and lazy here. So for the chutney, I've heated some olive oil and popped the garlic in there. Once it starts to get fragrant, it'll almost start to brown a tiny little bit. We're going to add all our tomatoes. We're going to let these cook down and release a lot of the juice so they make kind of like a paste. Once that cooks down, you're going to add about a 1/4 cup Prosecco vinegar and then all of your herbs. And to this we'll add about 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar, which I actually had a hard time finding at my mom's house. Most of what they have here is like Truvia, stevia, and all these weird no sugar sweeteners. But you want to use granulated sugar here, that's the important part. And we're going to let that cook down on a low heat. Right on the side of our honey, which is on the burner at a very low heat, just to infuse. Now here I messed up and I forgot to show you me cracking the eggs. But what I did is I whisked 1 quart of cream and 10 eggs into a pitcher, and now I'm just going to add some chives to it. This is going to be the base of our quiche. This is our custard. So you want to chop your chives really, 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 really fine and get them into there. Whisk it in once around. Now our pie shells we've baked off about 15 minutes at 350 after chilling from the freezer for half an hour. And now for the assembly, I'm just a quick layer of chutney. This is just a 3 cheese blend I picked up at Market Basket, and then we're pouring in our filling, a little bit more cheese on top. And this is enough for 2, so I'm actually going to bake off another one without a crust. Those are going to go in the oven for about 28 to 30 minutes at 350. They should be jiggly, but when you put a knife in the center, it should come out clean. So for this, we're just going to cut a single slice, get it out on a plate, And we're going to drizzle a little bit of that honey that we've had caramelizing on the stove, literally right over the pilot with the herbs. And that's kind of going to make it come all together. That on the crust is like heaven right there. Now, this is a really simple recipe that can be eaten hot or cold. I know the temperatures are rising, so having a breakfast that you can eat cold is important right now. I want to thank you for watching. Once again, everything here came from Greg's garden minus a few small amenities. So I want to give a big shout out to him and thank him. And if y'all would like to see any more fresh organic recipes, just let me know and I can